Hello, happy Wednesday, and welcome back to another segment of Q&A Wednesdays. I am your host for today, Intelexx, and we are going to jump in, but before we do, just got a quick commercial break for you. All right, so we are here to serve you to the best of our ability, and we want to help you the best way that we can. So, in order for us to help you, you have to help us help you. All right, so connect with us today. Go to Intelexx.com, see all of the products and services that we offer. If there's anything that connects with you, let us help you water that seed that you got within you. All right, book a free consultation so you can get a customized plan specific to your unique artistic needs. Okay, period. All right, and be a part of our intellectual community. Join our app, the Artrepreneurs Hub, a place for you to be your unique artistic self, for you to connect with others, collaborate, share content, and just be in a space with like minded individuals who have the same goals in mind. All right, you can go to the Mighty Networks app, create an account, search us, we are right there, or go to Intelexx.com and it'll give you the option and it'll take you to the link directly. All right, so we are going to jump in. Okay, if you've been following us for a while, we have different series that we've been doing. This series that we have going on today is new, and it is How We Can Overcome Our Emotions Part 2. If you missed Part 1, don't worry, you can go back on our page on YouTube. You can go within our app and see the replays there. There's many options for you to check out what we got going on. All right, so without further ado, let's get back into it. So I'm going to rewind it just a little bit from what we were watching last time so that you can get and delve into. So we went through the first three Stoic lessons out of 7. All right, so number 1 is understand what's in your control. Number 2, reflect before reacting. And number 3 is practice dispassion. Okay, so I'm gonna rewind it just a little bit so we can jump right on into it. All right, and I thank you all so much for taking the time out to be here. You could be anywhere else, but you decided to rock out with me. So, and us here at Intelexx. So I appreciate each and every single one of you who is taking the time. If you're watching the replay, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch the replay. All right, it's the best thing that you can invest with is your time. So thank you so much. We appreciate all of the support that we have been getting and that we are continuing to get. All right, so let's jump into this.
Let's delve deeper into what it truly means and the transformative power it holds. Dispassion isn't about suppressing emotions or becoming indifferent to the world around us. It's about cultivating a balanced perspective, a calm amidst the storm. Imagine being able to observe events, situations, and even your own emotions without being overwhelmed by them. Think about the last time you watched a gripping movie. There were moments of tension, excitement, maybe even sadness. While you were engaged in the story, a part of you always knew it was just a movie. You didn't rush to help the hero or console the crying character. You observed, you felt, but you remained in your seat. This is the essence of practicing dispassion, being deeply engaged with life, feeling its many emotions, but also knowing when to remain seated in the theater of your mind, observing without getting lost in the drama. This approach becomes a lifeline in our modern age of information overload. Every day we're bombarded with news, updates, and notifications. Reacting passionately to every piece of information would leave us perpetually exhausted. Dispassion offers a buffer, a way to engage with the world in a more sustainable, balanced manner. Dispassion also plays a pivotal role in interpersonal relationships. We've all been in situations where conversations get heated, where disagreements arise. In such moments, practicing dispassion can be the difference between a productive discussion and a damaging argument. It allows us to listen more effectively, to respond rather than react, and to navigate conflicts with understanding and grace. Cultivating dispassion starts with self-awareness, regularly checking in with ourselves, recognizing our emotional triggers, and understanding our patterns creates a space between stimulus and response. In that space lies the freedom to choose our reactions, to act with intention rather than impulse. And while dispassion might sound like detachment from life's joys and pleasures, it actually enhances them. By not being overly attached to outcomes, we can fully immerse ourselves in the journey, savoring each moment without the constant fear of loss or change. Practicing dispassion is about finding equilibrium in an ever-changing world. It's a compass that points to inner peace, guiding us through life's varied terrains with grace. By embracing this practice, we not only enrich our own lives, but also bring a sense of calm and clarity to those around us. Lesson number 4. Ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? Life is filled with moments that test our patience, resilience, and perspective. From minor inconveniences like a spilled coffee to more significant challenges like disagreements with loved ones, our days are punctuated with situations that evoke a range of emotions. In the heat of the moment, it's easy to get swept up in the immediacy of our feelings. A missed deadline, a critical comment, or a forgotten anniversary can feel like the end of the world. But one powerful question can shift our perspective and bring clarity. Will this matter in 5 years? This simple yet profound question serves as a mental time machine, transporting us to the future and allowing us to look back at the present moment. Suddenly, that heated argument or that missed opportunity is seen in a different light. Most of the things we fret about today will be forgotten footnotes in the grand narrative of our lives. Consider the challenges and work. How many of them still hold weight today? How many have been overshadowed by new experiences, learnings, and memories? This realization can be both humbling and liberating. Using this question as a regular touchstone helps in prioritizing our concerns. It assists us in distinguishing between short-term setbacks and long-term implications. For instance, while a bad day at work might feel overwhelming now, in the grand scheme of things, it's just one day in a career spanning decades. This perspective also fosters resilience. When faced with adversity, reminding ourselves of the bigger picture can reduce anxiety and promote problem solving. Instead of getting bogged down by the problem at hand, we can strategize, adapt, and move forward, knowing that time often brings clarity and solutions. But it's not just about minimizing our concerns. This question also encourages us to focus on what truly matters. If we want our actions and decisions to have lasting significance, we need to invest in relationships, personal growth, and experiences that stand the test of time. In a world that often emphasizes the now, will this matter in 5 years, is a beacon, guiding us towards a life of purpose, perspective, and peace. By regularly revisiting this question, we can navigate life's ups and downs with grace, ensuring that our energy and attention are directed towards what truly counts. Lesson number 5, keep a stoic journal. The act of journaling has been celebrated across cultures and epochs, not just as a record of events, but as a tool for introspection, growth, and clarity. The Stoics, with their emphasis on self-awareness and personal betterment, were no strangers to this practice. A Stoic journal isn't merely a diary of daily happenings. It's a space for reflection, for dialogue with oneself, for dissecting emotions, decisions, and reactions. It's where the external world meets the internal, where events are weighed against personal values and beliefs. Imagine ending your day by recounting not just what happened, but how you responded. Why did a particular comment upset you? What triggered that burst of joy during a mundane task? By dissecting our day, we begin to understand the patterns of our psyche. We start to see the triggers that sway our mood, the values that guide our decisions, and the habits that shape our days. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, kept a journal which is now known as Meditations. It wasn't meant for publication.
All right. Y'all all right? Just a quick check-in. Okay, so far we went over number 4 and 5. Number 4, ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? And number 5, keep a stoic journal. Okay, we're going to get into some more details about it later, but I hope y'all are learning something from this when it comes to just getting a better handle on your life, getting a better handle on your emotions. Okay, because when you ask yourself these questions and you think about things before you actually react to them, it saves you more time in the long run. Some of us make emotional decisions and end up regretting it later. Let's not do that, okay? Let's be more mindful of how we are handling things and handling people, because all that is what is going to be thought about later on down the line, okay? And writing down how you feel, doing reflections of yourself, of your emotions, and things of that nature can help you to actually have a clear mind when you go into different things. So if you're upset in that moment, writing it down, saying whatever you want to say on paper, so that when you actually do approach the situation, you'll approach it in a better manner. All right, so these are just life lessons, y'all. All right, and I hope y'all are picking up what we putting down. Okay, I hope you are taking notes. All right, because I might miss something. I'm over here taking my notes too. All right, but I might miss something that was said and you picked it up. Share that. All right, so I'm looking for y'all to share what y'all got in the comments. And if you are watching this later, I'm looking for those responses later. All right. So that I can go back and see what you all got from this, because this is interactive, right? I want to be able to interact with y'all and be able to see, like, what do you struggle with? Is this helpful for you? Do you want to see more videos like this? Let me know. All right, because it's for you. This is for you. It's for me too. It's for us. All right, and I feel like this is helpful. Just to listen and to really get a perspective on how we can move through and overcome our emotions without being caught up in allowing them to master us, but for us to master our emotions. All right, so let's jump back in and see what the last two lessons are.
For publication, it was a personal dialogue, a space for him to guide himself, to remind himself of Stoic principles, and to navigate the challenges of his life with wisdom. Through his writings, we see a man grappling with his responsibilities, his emotions, and his place in the cosmos. But you don't have to be an emperor to benefit from a Stoic journal. In our modern lives, filled with distractions and a constant barrage of information, setting aside time for introspection becomes even more crucial. It's a daily check-in, a grounding ritual that brings clarity amidst chaos. Over time, this practice can lead to profound insights. You might notice that certain situations repeatedly cause stress, prompting you to either address them or change your perspective. You might find that specific practices, like gratitude or mindfulness, elevate your mood and outlook. The patterns that emerge can serve as a roadmap for personal growth. Beyond insights, a Stoic journal fosters accountability. By committing to daily reflection, we hold ourselves accountable for our reactions and decisions. It becomes harder to ignore repeated mistakes or to brush off lapses in judgment. Instead, we're prompted to learn, adapt, and grow. In essence, keeping a Stoic journal is like having a wise, non-judgmental friend by your side, always ready to listen, to reflect, and to guide. It's a commitment to personal growth, to understanding oneself better, and to living a life aligned with one's values and principles. Lesson number 6, see obstacles as opportunities. The world is rife with challenges. From personal setbacks to global upheavals, obstacles are an inherent part of the human experience. But what if, instead of viewing these challenges as burdens, we saw them as opportunities in disguise? The Stoics held a powerful perspective on adversity. They believed that while we cannot always control the events that befall us, we can control our interpretation and response to them. This shift in perspective transforms challenges from mere setbacks to valuable lessons. A quote by the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius encapsulates this idea beautifully. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This means that every obstacle, every challenge, can propel us forward if we choose to see it as an opportunity for growth. Consider a river that encounters a boulder in its path. Instead of stopping, the river finds a way around it, either by eroding the boulder over time or by carving a new path. The boulder, an apparent obstacle, becomes an agent of change, reshaping the river's course. Similarly, in our lives, challenges can redirect our paths, often leading us to outcomes we hadn't imagined. For instance, a job loss, while initially devastating, might lead to a new career path, a chance to upskill, or even the opportunity to start a venture of one's own. A failed relationship might pave the way for personal growth, self-discovery, and deeper, more meaningful connections in the future. This Stoic perspective also fosters resilience. When we start viewing challenges as opportunities, we become more adaptable, more willing to face adversity head-on. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we begin to ask, "What can I learn from this? How can this experience shape me for the better?" Of course, this doesn't mean we should seek out challenges or dismiss genuine hardships. It's about recognizing that within every challenge lies potential, a seed of opportunity. By nurturing this seed with a positive perspective, patience, and perseverance, we can transform obstacles into stepping stones, leading us towards growth, wisdom, and fulfillment. Lesson number 7, practice gratitude. In the vast tapestry of human emotions, gratitude stands out as a golden thread, weaving moments of joy, contentment, and perspective into our lives. While it's an emotion that can arise spontaneously, the Stoics believed in the deliberate practice of gratitude, making it a daily ritual to anchor oneself in the present and appreciate life's blessings. Gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It's a deep acknowledgement of the myriad forces, moments, and individuals that enrich our lives. It's about recognizing the beauty in the mundane, the lessons in challenges, and the fleeting nature of every experience, making it all the more precious. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This encapsulates the essence of gratitude, being deeply rooted in the present, cherishing every moment, every experience, and every interaction. Consider the simple pleasures we often take for granted: the warmth of the sun on a cold day, the sound of laughter, a meal shared with loved ones, or the very breath that sustains us. By pausing to acknowledge and appreciate these moments, we magnify their beauty and significance in our lives. Practicing gratitude also offers a counterbalance to the human tendency to focus on what's lacking, on unmet desires, or on uncertainties about the future. By shifting our focus to what we have rather than what we lack, we cultivate contentment, reduce feelings of envy or resentment, and enhance our overall well-being. One might wonder, how does one cultivate this practice? It can be as simple as starting or ending the day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. Over time, this practice can transform your outlook, making you more receptive to life's blessings and more resilient in the face of challenges. Furthermore, gratitude strengthens relationships. By expressing appreciation for the acts of kindness, support, or love we receive from others, we nurture bonds, foster mutual respect, and create a positive feedback loop of goodwill and affection. In a world that often emphasizes more possessions, more achievements, more desires, gratitude is a gentle reminder of the abundance that already exists in our lives. It's a call to celebrate the present, to embrace life with open arms, and to tread the path of existence with a heart full of thanks. As the sun sets on another day, we're left with the echoes of ancient wisdom in our modern world. How will you harness these Stoic lessons to shape your tomorrow? We're eager to hear your thoughts and experiences. Share your insights in the comments below, and let's continue this journey of self-discovery together. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I am thankful for you joining us. And until next time, stay curious, stay grounded, and never stop seeking wisdom.
All right, we got through all 7 Stoic lessons. So just to recap, number 1 is to understand what is in your control. We can't control the winds, but we can adjust our sails. All right, number 2, reflect before reacting. Reflecting opens the door for understanding, right? When you're just reacting, you don't care about understanding anything. You just want to respond in the moment. But when you reflect, it gives you a chance to really hear the person or hear what's going on, really see the situation for what it is. Number 3 is practice dispassion. Okay, cultivate a perspective, being deeply engaged and finding an equilibrium in an ever changing world. All right, number 4, ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? Really just learn to prioritize the necessities and to let go of the small stuff. Um, Number 5, keep a stoic journal. Do active journaling, okay, and be able to reflect with yourself, be able to reflect within your emotions to see what's going on, all right, because we don't want to make emotional decisions that we regret later on, because that can be a headache, okay? See obstacles as opportunities. They're an inherent part of our journey. Obstacles are not in the way, they're for the way. All right, so when we look at things differently, we see them differently because our perception is our reality. So when you perceive obstacles as uh, an opportunity to advance, to help you move forward, then you look at it and embrace it as instead of fight against it. And then have gratitude. All right, there's always something, at least one thing you could be grateful for each and every day. Something I do, I write in my journal and I say what I'm thankful for each and every day, because there is something, at least one thing to be grateful for each and every day. So let's not lose sight of that, because the more grateful we are, the less emotional that we become. People can get on our nerves, but it's all about how we respond that makes all the difference. All right. Comment below, what did you think about this episode? I hope you all got something from it, and I hope that it helped you to overcome some type of emotion. So for me, if I'm emotional about something, ultimately I'll end up making it into like a joke to laugh about it, because laughter is a good medicine. And nobody has time to be feeling bad about something, right? And then thinking about it like, did I have a bad day, or did I have a bad 5 minutes that I milked for the whole day, right? Some things is not even that deep. Like when you look back at it, something serious happens. You're not even thinking about all the minute stuff, right? Life is fleeting, all right? There's no time to be focusing on all the little minute things that try to distract us from the thing that is important, or the things that are important. So let's remember that. You know what I mean? I try to brush things off. I correct them when necessary, but if I am upset in the moment, I will either walk away, cool off, and come back, or I'll take some time to reflect within myself to see, is this even worth interacting with? Because something's not even worth your time or energy, right? Assessing the situation before just going full blown emotional roller coaster, okay? Because having emotional decisions doesn't lead to anything good. And a lot of the time, majority of the times, it leads to regret. And we don't want to live with regret, right? All right. So once again, I'm Intelexx, your host. Thank you for rocking out with me today. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I hope that you remember that you are uniquely designed and one of a kind. So don't let anybody stop your shine, okay? Until next time. Intelexx here, and welcome to Intelexx Artrepreneur Agency, the Indeed for Artists. If you want to be a part of the intellectual community, check us out. We have so much going on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and everywhere in between. And we even got our own app, okay? So make sure to check us out. Go to Intelexx.com. Go to our link tree. Look us up on social media at IntelexxAPC so that we can best serve you. All right, we thank you so much for being a part of our vision. We appreciate you, and we wouldn't be here without all of our amazing subscribers and supporters. Don't forget to sign up for the talent show every month, and someone always leaves with a prize. And don't forget to take advantage of all of our special offers, our events, our merch, our resources, our referrals, because we are here to serve you, okay? And thank you for the love. Until next time.